Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look to see what it is that you need to know right now. We have 3 piles here for you to choose from. Pile number 1 has the Barging Badger card here with the keywords determination, focus, and advancement. And the message on this card says, tireless and resourceful one, share your ferocious spirit and spunk. And then pile number 2, we have the Wise Walrus with the keywords intensity, attentiveness, and ferocity. And the message on this card is gleaming tusks like silvered moons, show my strength through gentle means. And then pile number 3, we have the Spunky Squirrel card with preparedness, practicality, and manifestation. And the message on this card is master of all hidden treasures, help me guard the things that matter most. So these are the 3 different piles here for you guys. I'll have the timestamps in the description box below, as well as the top comment. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you guys in your reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading where we are going to find out what it is that your guides would like you to know today. So starting out here, we have the Barging Badger chart card that you chose with the keywords determination, focus, and advancement. And the message here is tireless and resourceful one, share your ferocious spirit and spunk. So that's that card here for you. And then the Lantern Oracle card we have, oh, this is pretty, is number 25, emotional energy, and it says emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. Okay, let's get some tarot cards, find out a little bit more about these here for you, and we'll take a look and see what it is that your guides would like you to know right now. So let's pull some cards for you here. What does pile number 1 need to know right now? We'll get a couple more here for you guys. Ooh, these are slipping out of my hands. And here we go. That works for me. All right. Let's see here what it is that you need to know right now. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, pile number 1. So it looks like you have been working hard on something. You've been trying to master something here. You've been in the process of mastering something. Really makes sense here with determination, focus, advancement. I definitely see that that's the energy that you've really been in lately, pile number 1. I see here that, let's see, with the 5 of Swords too, it looks like you've been trying to take advantage of a situation here. It looks like you've tried to be a bit thrifty here with your resources, with your time, possibly with your mental energy. You've been kind of trying to kind of finesse everything so we can end up in this King of Pentacles energy here. And I do see that the message, something that you need to know right now, is that this determination that you've had, that you've really been, I feel like, gifted with, is kind of something that I'm hearing here, that you've really been gifted with, that it's been a gift, this determination and focus. Perhaps you've kind of been in a situation where you feel like you have a lot more determination and focus than you normally have had in the past. But I see that you're being very resourceful here. And the word tireless keeps popping out to me, and I definitely see that that's really been the case too. for you. You've been working towards this King of Pentacles energy here. I really feel like this is something that you're working on. This could be some sort of creative project. Most likely this is something that has to do with work, with your career here. But you've been really working towards this energy of having it all, of really owning it, kind of I keep thinking like a boss, like that's kind of the phrase that comes to mind for you, pile number one. Let's see here. I do see with the Five of Cups, though, that it's possible that throughout this journey here, you felt a bit disappointed. Maybe you've been working pretty hard, but you feel like it's not quite coming as fast as you like, is kind of something that I'm feeling here. Or you feel like you're lacking some sort of resources to really get this done. Let's see. With the Ace of Swords, I do see that you are being, if you don't currently feel it, you will be feeling it. You are being given a bit more mental clarity, a bit more mental energy here. I feel like this continuation of determination, you're really being advised here to turn back around to the two cups that are still standing here, not to continue to mourn whatever this loss may be, because that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that perhaps there was a loss. We've got this five energy here, Five of Swords, Five of Cups. This can talk about upset, kind of being upset. This can talk about change. This can kind of talk about upsetting the balance a little bit. That's kind of what the five energy is here. And I see that that's kind of been going on. Something kind of upset the balance for you here. And I feel like you're being told not to lose this determination and this focus as you move through and advance to this position here of the King of Pentacles. I also feel like you are being kind of shown here that there is a new path forward to past this Five of Swords, Five of Cups energy here while you try to reach your goal of this King of Pentacles. There is new inspiration coming in, new ideas coming in for you. I do feel like it really seems like you were trying, you kind of tried to be thrifty here. You kind of tried to be resourceful here. Perhaps you weren't seeing the whole situation and everything going on. Perhaps you were kind of laser focused and kind of missed a couple of details. That's kind of what I'm seeing and feeling here. And the result of that has left you a bit disappointed, like I said. But I do see that like I said, there is a new journey coming in for you. Emotional energy is really popping out for me right now. I think that it's going to be important not to totally squash your emotions on this journey. I feel like you have been very, like I said, laser focused on meeting this goal, and kind of not allowing yourself to, I guess kind of not allowing yourself to feel all the way, to really feel your emotions, and release that energy here. I think that that's something that you're being told that you need to do. I mean, I do see that, I do feel like it is time to move past that's what it is. I feel like it's time to allow yourself to mourn whatever has happened here. That was kind of an upset that kind of didn't go 100% in your favor on this journey here. But I see that it's time to allow yourself to grieve so that you can move on to bigger and better things here. Pile number one. I'd like to also get a few more cards here for you, kind of look a little bit more into this energy, possibly get some advice here, because I do feel like what you need to know right now is that your guides they're acknowledging this journey that you've been on. They're acknowledging that you have been putting in a lot of hard work and determination. that you have a lot of, that you have a ferocious spirit, you have a lot of spunk here, that maybe you stumbled a bit here and you're kind of dealing with something now. But I think that they're also making it known that you really do need to allow yourself to feel these emotions and then let them go, because there are new things on the horizon for you here. Pile number one, these new things on the horizon are waiting for you, but you have to finish mourning these cups, these spilled cups here, whatever this upset was. You have to allow yourself to mourn, allow yourself to grieve, finish doing that, and then turn back around. Because when you turn back around to these other cups, you will see these new opportunities come up here once you let go of whatever these are here for you. I want to get a couple more cards for you just to kind of look a little bit more at the energy of the situation here, just to give us a little bit more information about this for you. I'm feeling these three here. So we have the Six of Wands. Ugh, I can't grab them with my nails, you guys. Okay. The King of Swords, yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. There's a lot to be celebrated here. I kind of feel like that's something that you need to know. There is a lot to be celebrated here on this journey. You have accomplished quite a bit, and you have been given some, like, even more resources. You've been given many resources here so that you can accomplish this goal. But I see that it's going to be really important for you to master your mind, and not be too much in your head to where we forget to feel these emotions. Because if we don't allow ourselves to feel emotions, we cannot move on from this situation. We need to allow ourselves to feel this, release this, and then move on so we can see new opportunities. Sometimes when we're so caught up in our we're so caught up in denial, or we're so caught up in trying to just hurry up and move past something, we end up kind of stunting ourselves and preventing us from moving past it. It's like denying these feelings exist kind of prevent us from moving past it. I feel like you've been trying really hard to kind of be this like strong pillar. I don't know if unfeeling is the correct word, but I would say maybe just unemotional, trying to not let your emotions get too caught up in your emotions here with this. And I understand that, because I do get that sometimes we get so caught up in how we're feeling and feeling some type of way that it can kind of prevent us from moving forward here. But I feel like in your case, not allowing yourself to feel is kind of what's preventing you from moving forward here. I think you need to feel this. I feel like there's anger here over this situation. I feel like you need to allow yourself to feel that anger and then to move forward. Pile number one. I think that is the only way you are going to be able to see this new opportunity, for this new opportunity to come into your life here, is if you go ahead and allow yourself to mourn, and then that way you can move forward. Go ahead and allow yourself to feel and deal with this situation here so that you can move forward. Because I do see that, in addition to this new idea, this new thing, this new opportunity coming in, there's this acknowledgement here that you have really created a lot of great things, and it is to be celebrated. This ability to really move forward and take control is being celebrated here, and it's worthy of celebration. You're worthy of celebration here. But you do need to allow yourself to go ahead and feel some type of way about it, and then turn back around and keep going. Pile number one. I'd like to get a couple of clarifiers here for this Ace of Swords, for this opportunity, so you can know a little bit more about what this is, kind of what to look out for with this new opportunity that's going to be coming up for you. here. That one and this one. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Four of Coins. Okay. So I feel like, first of all, this is going to be an opportunity to, this opportunity is going to have to do with this situation, with whatever this is that you've been working on here. You're going to feel like you have a bit more control over this situation, is kind of what I'm hearing with this Four of Coins. You will feel like you have more control, or you'll feel like you'll regain some control, because I feel like in this situation, whatever this was, you kind of felt like you were losing a bit of control here. And I think that might be part of what's been really disappointing and really upsetting for you here, is this loss of control, or this feeling like you're losing control. Now, I do see here there's a bit of a warning that comes along with this card, which is to not hold so tightly that we kind of stunt ourselves, or that we become obsessive, or held down by it, you know, kind of stunted by it. I think that it's important to, you know, control can be nice, obviously, because it allows you to have a bit more I guess freedom of choice to a certain extent. It allows you to have a bit more of that energy there, where you kind of know what's going on. You can kind of predict, you can kind of plan, you can be a bit more strategic. But I do think that it is really important, though, to make good choices with this. Choose how to use this control. And I do see that it's a new option is coming in. That's kind of what this Ace of Swords is. It's going to be an opportunity to regain a little bit of control over this situation, but also it's going to be some new choices coming up here for you. New choices, maybe some new desires, possibly, maybe a little bit more balance as well. The Four of Coins can kind of talk about balance too, and that may kind of be what this is, a little bit more balance and harmony coming in, or a situation that will kind of allow you to create a little bit more balance and harmony in here. But this is really what I'm seeing for you, pile number one. I do feel like it's important to reiterate that this effort and hard work and determination and focus is being acknowledged here. And what you need to know is that it's being acknowledged by your guides. This journey you've been on is being acknowledged. It's being celebrated. You are being gifted. You're being gifted some great resources here for you, so that you can be successful on this journey. And I think these gifts include but are not limited to this mental clarity here that you have, kind of this the mental fortitude that you have, this laser focus that you have here. But I think it is important to remember not to stay so laser focused that you miss something going on behind the scenes here. So overall, what you need to know as well is that it is important to go ahead and allow this emotional energy to come in, feel it, and then turn around and release it. So this new opportunity that's going to bring balance and a little bit of sense of control can come back into your life, and you can continue on this journey towards this ultimate goal, pile number one. But that is what I am seeing for you. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking the time to watch this pile. I want to thank your guides for coming through with this message for you. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today we are taking a look at the cards to see what it is that you need to know right now from your guides. So you have chosen the Wise Walrus, and the keywords on this card are intensity, attentiveness, and ferocity. And then the message says, gleaming tusks like silvered moons, show me strength through gentle means. And then your Lantern Oracle card is renewal. Regeneration begins with decay. All right. Let's take a look here at your tarot cards. Here too. Something I'm really noticing right off the bat with these cards, these two together, all these earthy colors here, this brown and kind of this brown and this sage green color. It's very earthy here. We'll have to take a look and see a little bit more about what that means for you. But let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you to find out what it is that you need to know right now. And I'm feeling that one as well. Okay. So we have Justice. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. Okay. Let me get these all. There we go. All right. Pile number 2. There's been a situation, I feel like, where I almost want to say justice has been served here. Let's see. It almost seems like justice has been served, but it's been in your favor. Clearly, it has definitely been in your favor, whether it's felt like it or not. It clearly has been in your favor. I feel like this was kind of somebody taking responsibility for something that has occurred, possibly here, and it's kind of been a renewal period for you here. Pile number 2. I see that you have been working quite hard on something here, something that has been I would say something that has been kind of a desire for you, something that you've really been wanting perhaps for quite a while here. And I feel like what you need to know, first of all, is that whatever this is, it is going to work out in your favor here. Now, you are going to have to continue to put in a bit of work here. You know, you're going to have to continue to keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak, with this. But I do see that it is definitely going to be working out in your favor. And perhaps you've kind of hit a spot here with this justice card kind of coming out first, kind of with this renewal card talking about regeneration beginning with decay. Perhaps you've kind of come out of a bit of a situation that was a little bit disappointing, maybe a little bit, maybe a certain ending, maybe perhaps there was an ending of something, and now we are moving into this newer, I say newer situation, but it does look like this is something that you've been working on for quite some time. I see that there's going to be a new creative spark kind of coming in, some new ideas, and I feel like it's going to come quite quickly. Now, you are going to be required to find a little bit of balance here. It's possible that you've been working towards something here, and you're really reaping the benefits of this here. Kind of, I almost feel like these kind of go together here, where you really reaped the benefits of whatever this outcome was here, this justice outcome, whether this was someone taking responsibility, whether this was kind of you finally getting what it is that you deserve here, pile number 2. But I do feel like these are kind of grouped together here for you for a reason, and I think that is to kind of just show that whatever this outcome was, it's been very favorable for you, and you really reaped the rewards of this, whatever this was. Perhaps this was just you making the right judgment call, you being just, being fair, you know, and this fairness has really worked out in your favor, or is going to be working out in your favor here. I see that you've kind of been almost, because of this outcome, you've kind of been freed up a little bit to continue moving forward and working on whatever this project is that you have going on. But I do see that there are new ideas coming in for you. There's going to be this new spark of creativity. Perhaps this is kind of coming in because you've been putting in I feel like you've been very attentive here with this. The attentiveness is kind of popping out at me, and that really is kind of what this figure is. They're very attentive. They're paying a lot of attention to this goal that they're working on, to this project that they're working on. And I see that as a result, there's kind of like this spark of creativity here. I do see that you are being told to maintain some balance here, though. And kind of almost what this is feeling like is like this is career here, that's what this is, and it's successful, don't get me wrong, and this kind of makes sense too. All this pentacles, all this earth energy with these earthy colored cards, it all very much makes sense here. But I do see that there's this new idea coming in, and I think you're being reminded here that as this new idea comes in, perhaps this is kind of a side gig situation, perhaps this is just kind of a new hobby, perhaps this is some new sort of creative endeavor and energy that's coming in here for you. I think it's going to require a little bit of balance on your end. I think also I'm seeing here that this balance is going to be required in order to maintain this happy family. I'm almost feeling with these two cards here that it's like a work-life balance that needs to be achieved, that you've had some really I would say some really good fortune come in your way. Something really worked out in your favor here. You did a good job kind of looking at both sides, finding some balance here. And that's what's helped this become so successful. And I think that this has really sparked a new fire, kind of relit the fire for you, so that you're really excited to continue moving forward, to continue putting in the work. It doesn't even feel like work, is kind of what I'm seeing here for you. But I do see that something that you need to know is that as this creative idea comes in, as this new energy comes in to continue working towards this goal, it is going to be important to find a nice balance between work and play, between kind of a nice work-life balance here, between work and play, work and family, chasing this dream and allowing yourself to rest and kind of relax here. I'd like to get a little bit more information for you over this Ace of Wands energy here, and kind of find out what this is going to be for you, what this kind of entails here. Oh, okay. So we have Nine of Cups, okay. And we have Seven of Pentacles. Wow. All right. So I think that this Ace of Wands energy, it's going to be very satisfying. It's really going to lead to you feeling this sense of satisfaction, and the lead to this ability to really accomplish what it is that you're wanting to accomplish here. I think it is going to lead towards you experiencing a sort of growth, is kind of what I'm seeing here. All these plants are kind of popping out at me. You're really going to be growing this endeavor here, and that is going to this spark. I really feel like this is a spark of creativity, a spark of new ideas here. And I think new ideas are going to really lead towards a lot of personal growth for you, or growth in your business, growth in your career. And I think that it is also going to lead to you feeling very satisfied with the outcome of this here. I think it's going to really increase not just, I almost want to say the satisfaction of your customers, of your consumers. Now, I don't know what exactly the situation is for you, whatever this work is for you, because this is a general reading. However, it does look, I do kind of feel like this is going to increase customer satisfaction or something like that, and it's really going to give you possibly a bit of a new outlook, and some personal growth here, growth in your business as well. It's like I said, it's really important to continue to maintain this balance here for you. But I think that if you do that and maintain a nice balance here with your work-life balance here, I do see that you're going to end up in a really, really positive situation. Very, very like kind of happy family. Now you may be single, you may not have children, you may not have a significant other. This can just be happiness within your personal circle. This can be all of your needs being met, all of your desires being fulfilled, really an abundance of joy here for you, as long as you maintain this nice balance here. Under the deck, I just kind of looked, and we have the Chariot that's popped up. So I do see that this is going to be moving fairly quickly for you, which, I mean, makes sense with the Ace of Wands, with the Wands cards. Definitely makes sense here that this would be moving quite quickly. But I think that that is important to kind of note, is that you will be moving very quickly from this space here to this desire being fulfilled. And I do see that there is a bit of a, I don't know if warning is the correct word, but a little bit of something you should know is that this is going to be moving quickly. And so because of that, it is going to be really important to maintain this balance, and you will need to keep this in the forefront of your mind going forward throughout this journey here. Pile number 2. Let's see here if I see anything else here for you. This was a really straightforward reading. Very, very exciting too, to see all of this success going on for you. Pile number 2. And it moving quickly, because that's kind of what we like, right? We don't really want to have to sit around and wait too long for our dreams to come true here, because that's really what I see here. But yeah, I think that is everything I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching your reading. I want to thank your guides too for coming through with these messages for you here. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to be taking a look to see what it is that your guides would like you to know right now. So you have picked the Spunky Squirrel card here with keywords preparedness, practicality, and manifestation. And then the message here is Master of all hidden treasure, help me guard the things that matter most. Okay. Let's take a look at your other oracle card here. Let me fix the camera a little bit. Got some little ugly spots on my desk surface here. I don't want to see them. Let's see. So we have accountability. Responsibility is a gift to yourself and others. Okay. I'm really feeling here that responsibility or accountability is going to be a bit of a theme here for you. Pile number 3. The reason I say that is because I do feel like squirrels are quite responsible, right? They know the winter is coming up. They prepare for that every single year. They go ahead and they're responsible. They gather everything that they need and that they're going to need through the winter, and they store that under the ground for later, for safekeeping. So I do feel like being responsible holding yourself accountable is going to kind of be a theme here, but we're going to take a look and see a little bit more about how this ties in for what it is that you need to know right now. So let's grab the tarot cards and find out exactly what it is that you need to know right now. So what does pile 3, I feel like that one wanted to come out. What does pile 3 need to know right now? And those 3 kind of do too, so we'll do that. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the 9 of Wands. The Temperance card, okay. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Then we have the Tower. I'm trying to decide where I feel like these need to be placed, and the Devil card here. Well, let's get everything kind of spaced out a bit, kind of how I feel like it needs to be. It really helps kind of determine what kind of how the reading is going to go, kind of what I'm feeling, the messages I'm seeing here. I like to read like that. I feel like it gives us a little bit of additional messages, additional meanings for you guys when we do that. So let me take a look here and see what I'm seeing. See what I'm saying. I kind of see that as situations come up where there's definitely a sense of disappointment here. And I feel like this situation is something that you weren't expecting to happen. I see that with the Tower card here. It's something that you weren't expecting to happen here. I feel like you, there's this feeling of being tied to something here, and you didn't, or let's see, this is really standing out to me, this girl being impaled by this, and that's so morbid and terrible, and this is not necessarily saying that something terrible is going to happen. I feel like this is a situation that is currently happening here for you. I just know she's stuck, and the Devil card talks a lot about tying ourselves to something that is not necessarily in our best favor, in our best interest here. And that is kind of what I'm feeling here with this, is that something has happened that was kind of shook your world a little bit, and there's now this feeling of being tied to something as a result. Before we move on, let's get a couple of clarifiers here for this Devil card. I want to know a little bit more about what this is that you feel like you're being tied to, or what this situation is that you feel like you might not be able to get out of here. Let's just take a look and see here. So we have the 1 of Rods, which is like the Ace of Wands. Okay. The Page of Rods. And the 7 of Cups. All right. Let's see how to place these so we can see everything. We'll just kind of do that here. Okay. I feel like you've tied yourself, First of all, I feel like this is it's a choice that you've made. Excuse me. With the Devil card, notice their hands are are not shackled here. Their hands are not like, it's not like they're handcuffed and they're stuck here. They can actually reach up and remove the chains and walk away should they feel like, should they decide to do that. So this is very much a choice that has been made. Now, perhaps this was kind of a choice that you felt like, something you felt like you had no choice but to do. Okay. You felt like you had no choice but to kind of tie yourself to this. And it was kind of a result of this fallout here for you. And I kind of feel like that's like, this has very much been a, like maybe at first it was something that you felt like you had no control over. And maybe you thought that this was a new opportunity. Maybe you thought that, oh, this is actually going to be a great opportunity. This is actually, you know, almost like a creative spark here. You were very ambitious, very eager to get going here with whatever this is. But it is a choice that you have made to kind of tie yourself to this. And I feel like now possibly you're feeling a bit trapped here, pile number 2. Let's see. I'm also going to get a couple of cards for this tower situation just to better understand what's kind of going on here for you. We have the 3 of Rods and the Knight of Cups. Okay. So, I definitely feel like this was like some sort of creative pursuit. This was definitely something that you were working on. There's a lot of emotions involved in this though, I feel like, or lots of desire, whether this was like kind of chasing something, chasing a desire that you thought would work out, maybe kind of chasing a dream type of situation here. And it really, I feel like it didn't go as you were hoping. You kind of didn't have the safety net either. And now you feel very tied to, or the safety net that you had was not really the safety net that you needed, possibly. And now you feel very tied to something. I'm hearing like kind of indebted to someone, indebted to something here as a result. Possibly someone coming in and telling you that they can help you make this happen. It seems like they're providing you with like new opportunities here. It seems like that's what this is, you know, like they're providing you with some new opportunities here. And you chose to go ahead and run with that, to go with that here with the 7 of Cups, with the Page of Rods here, or 7 of Elixirs, Page of Rods here. But as a result, it's overall, you just feel disappointed with the situation. Overall, you feel like you have really been beat up. Now, you've been standing strong in the face of adversity. You are still standing here, with all of these wands, almost like you still, like you didn't, like possibly you didn't lose as much as you could have, or you didn't truly lose that much. Things just didn't quite work out in the way that you were hoping, and it happened fairly quickly. It wasn't something that you were expecting to happen here for you, pile number 3. And I think as a result, it's kind of left you obviously feeling a bit disappointed, obviously feeling a bit exhausted here. You can tell she's got like her hands wrapped up in bandages, like she's been fighting, like she's been in a fight, boxing or something. She's got this bandage on her head. I almost feel like almost like a bandage over her, almost like over her third eye or something. Like she thought that she was following her intuition here. Feels like she almost like she led herself astray here. But I definitely see that there's this like feeling though of not wanting to take accountability for what's happened. Not wanting to take personal accountability for what's happened, possibly. Because I definitely see that the result of all this. It was definitely a personal choice here. There's definitely like this, like you chose this. You didn't choose the tower moment to happen, okay? But this thing that came in and swooped in and kind of saved you from this situation, this tower situation, has not really been that great for you. And you're continuing to make a choice to stay with this here, okay? I know that you're feeling a bit disappointed. I know that you feel like you've been really fighting an uphill battle. You have been standing strong, I feel like, in the face of adversity here, but there is almost this feeling of like this inability to really take accountability for this. The Emperor card here, something that's really popping out to me with this one are the horns, and kind of makes me think of the devil here too. We'll look at the imagery on the devil card so we can see. So just these horns here, the goat horns, ram horns, whatever, it's really popping out to me. So I feel like it feels like you are looking to this person as if this is like this situation is all their fault. I feel like you knew the nature of this person before you ran to them for help. And I feel like there's almost this blame game, pile number 3, where you're kind of blaming someone else. You know, if you look, she's looking very harshly at this Emperor card here. This is probably representing this person who came in and kind of rescued you from this sudden situation, this situation where it felt like you kind of had no safety net. Something really screwed up this quest here to achieve your desires. Something really screwed this up for you. Perhaps it was some other person. I really feel like it was maybe just some just mistakes being made, or maybe a plan. Like you had a plan, you kind of made a plan, but it kind of fell through. It just didn't work out. Perhaps there were faults within this plan. Perhaps there was something there, and I feel like it's not something maybe you couldn't have anticipated initially from the outset that this wasn't going to work out in your favor here, pile number 3. But I think now that this has kind of fallen apart, I think that it's kind of fallen apart. Someone kind of came in and kind of swooped in to save you, perhaps, or that's kind of what it felt like, or they offered you a helping hand. You took it. I feel like maybe you took it out of what felt like necessity here, but there's this, but now I feel like that's turned into something more. Now I feel like you took their help out of necessity, but now I feel like you are continuing to choose to associate with them, or to allow them into this situation, to allow them maybe to have a say, or to allow them to maybe, or to continue to take this opportunity that's being offered to you by them. And I feel like this opportunity is not really what you want. Maybe it's not really, like, the face value isn't really the same as what's under the surface, or something to that extent, pile number 3. And I feel like you're just feeling really kind of beat up here. You're disappointed in the situation, you know, and I feel like there's this hesitance to take responsibility for your own, for the role that you've played in this situation, pile number 3. That's really something that I feel like the accountability card is calling out to. I think it is important for you to go ahead and to begin taking accountability for your role and what you've allowed to continue. kind of with this devil card, with this devil figure here for you. I think that there is something that really just popped out was hidden treasure. I think that there's definitely some hidden treasure within this situation, in that not that you should be necessarily staying in this situation. We're going to find out a little bit more. I'll pull a few more cards for you with that. But I feel like there's definitely something to be learned here, pile number 3. And I think one of the best things you can do is to take responsibility, because this card, it is a gift of love to yourself, to go ahead and take responsibility for this. Go ahead and allow yourself to take responsibility for this, the cups that have spilled, the upset that's happened here. Take personal responsibility, personal accountability. Stop looking to someone else to take responsibility for this. In the end, I know it sounds harsh, but it's your life. You're responsible for it. Nobody else is responsible for that. You are. You're responsible for your choices. You're responsible overall for all of that. And it's going to be important for you to take responsibility here, and to possibly be prepared for something. I don't know if something like that, be prepared that something like this could happen again, but I feel like being better prepared next time for a fallout here. Pile number 3. I think it would be important to be better prepared for this fallout here, instead of kind of playing the blame game here. I think that is what would be best for you. Pile number 3, take responsibility, take accountability, and perhaps, and maybe take responsibility for the fact that you weren't as prepared as you thought you were, when you kind of set out to accomplish this goal, this desire here. You really thought that you had a lot more stability than what you did. Perhaps there was just a little bit of like denial there with that, but I think it's time to take responsibility for this. And let's see, with the Temperance card, especially with it being up against this 2 of Pentacles, this is a lot about finding balance, really with both of these. You notice she has 1 foot in the waters, 1 foot kind of on solid ground. She's in tune with the emotions, but there's this feeling of being grounded here, on the solid earth. You see too that she's got these 2 cups. She's moving liquid, moving that water, water energy between, to really find a balance here. 2 of Pentacles, we're also kind of playing a game of balance. I think it's time to find a bit of a balance between blaming others and taking responsibility and accountability for our part that we've played in the situation, in this tower situation here. I think it's important to find some balance there, and remember that, there are things that happen outside of our control. We cannot control what other people do, and so sometimes, that just is what it is. But we can control our reactions. We can control what we do moving forward from this situation here. Like I said, I do feel like you didn't have much of a choice initially with, this helping hand coming in. I think that they were a bit deceptive. I think that it really wasn't all that it ended up being, wasn't all it was cracked up to be, I guess you could say. But I think it's time to find a nice balance here between taking a responsibility for what's going on, taking personal responsibility here. Pile number 3, I think that's important for you to maintain some balance here. I would like to get a couple more cards for you, just kind of maybe some advice for you too, with this situation. Let's see, what do I feel like we need specific advice over? possibly how to get out from under the thumb of this devil energy here. This, because the Emperor, I mean, it can be talking about, you know, this divine masculine energy, but sometimes, you know, the Emperor can be too much. You know, it can, they can be someone who they themselves don't take responsibility for their actions. They're a bit of a tyrant here. Maybe they're a bit controlling. So let's get a little bit of advice for you moving forward to kind of help you find this balance here and get out from under, kind of unchain yourself here, to reach up and remove the chains from this figure, this situation here. So just some advice for pile number 3. And I really want to say that one as well. So we've got quite a few cards here. I think we'll get some really good advice for you. And what you really need to know moving forward. Okay, so first thing I'm seeing is whenever we take responsibility, we find this balance, you're going to feel a lot of satisfaction with yourself. You're going to be very, very kind of proud of yourself for moving forward. I think you're going to go, wow, I really did that. I really got out of this. Justice. Okay, yes, this is also, can also talk about taking responsibility here for this. Justice kind of being served. We've got judgment too, making a good judgment call. Maybe judgment, I notice that this is kind of overlapping these two characters here, kind of our devil character in this situation, our like like our masculine energy here. So I do see that there will be justice will be served, making a good judgment call, and then we have the 7 of Cups again. So this is going to be simply about just making a different choice. It's time to make a different choice. You're just going to have to choose wisely, choose differently, make a good judgment call here with this. And I think that that's really the practical advice. You know, like I said, I don't know the exact situation because this is a general reading, but I do feel like it's going, like, advice to get out from under this is to just, I mean, easier said than done possibly, but to just make a different choice, choose to remove yourself from the situation. I do feel like you're being supported in that in some way. Like you do now have a bit more, you can get out of it on your own volition. You know, you do have a bit more freedom here to choose. That's kind of what I was seeing with this 7 of Cups, this devil energy, is it's like you can, like, they initially came in and kind of were your safety net, but then you continued to choose this person or choose this situation over and over and over again when you really didn't have to continue to do that. And there were some other options here. I'm seeing that there were other options, but you continue to choose this, possibly because it felt easy, possibly because it felt better at the time, you know, possibly because we were kind of still drowning in a little bit of disappointment here. But I see that it's going to be important. Like, the advice here is to just choose to not interact with this anymore. Choose to not be in this situation anymore. Make a different choice, because I feel like you have options here. And I think that when you make a good judgment call here, I wouldn't worry about them getting theirs, doing anything to kind of enact some sort of revenge. I do see that justice is going, the universe is going to take care of it. Justice will be served. You will get this new, I don't know, this new-ish start, I guess, this new kind of, or maybe just kind of this redirection back onto the path here. And that could have been what this Tower card was about, it was a necessary redirection that had to happen because this simply was not going to work out. But I see that you will be kind of set back on the right path, and you're going to feel very, very proud of yourself for getting out of this devil situation. But it is going to require that you take responsibility and say, okay, hey, I mean, I'm continuing to choose to be in this situation. I've got to get out of it now. I really see that that's a message here, that the message that you need to hear today is that it's time to take accountability. It's time to make some different choices here. And when you do, you're going to feel a great sense of personal satisfaction and achievement. You're going to feel very proud of yourself, particularly if you maintain this balance here between holding someone else accountable and holding yourself accountable. And I think that it's also going to be very important moving forward to be adequately prepared as you go through and manifest whatever it is that whatever this desire is, whatever this creative endeavor is that you were working towards whenever everything kind of fell apart for you. I do see that there is hidden treasure in this situation for you. And I think that that is going to be that this is mostly going to be a great lesson for you to learn moving forward. I know sometimes some of the best lessons are some of the hardest ones to learn, but I see that that's kind of what you're in right now, pile number 3. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you here. I wish you all the best on this journey to, choosing yourself, making some different choices, and allowing yourself to take a bit of accountability for this situation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank your guides for coming through to deliver this message. Please don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.